Lovely. Well, I wanted to give you just a tiny little bit of context to our practice today. I came across an amazing book. Oh, there's a reminder to turn your phones off. This has been the inspiration of a practice I did with my kind minders, my community, on Sunday morning. And it's by Maira Kalman. And the book is called Women Holding Things. Now, we're not excluding you lovely men in the room, but this was the inspiration of the practice that I gave. And so Maira has compiled all these different reflections and some beautiful, some of her paintings to acknowledge the extraordinary vast amount of things women hold. And it's really stirred my heart and got me thinking about, golly, we do hold a lot. Now, I do include men in this, but this was the focus of her book. Everything from holding a child's hand to holding some gardening shears. You know, she's gone through this whole vast array of practical things that we hold and the energetic. So we're holding our hearts, maybe the broken hearts of others, holding steady when things are difficult, holding on, she talks about, and even holding our own, I thought was rather good. One of the ones that was poignant for me was holding a grudge. Ooh, it got me thinking. So I invited, on Sundays we have a silent Sunday, so I set up our practice about what if we didn't have to hold everything all the time? What if we could let go? And this is going to be my invitation for you today. But I won't call it a mistake. My learning was, as I practiced in the silence, all I could think about was all the things I was holding. You know how that cheeky brain then says, oh, this is our focus, so let me, and several of the members also shared similar experiences. So what I'm inviting you to do is still the invitation, yes, acknowledge what you're holding. It may be metaphorical, it may be emotional, it may be spiritual, it may be practical, it may be physical. Still with the loving, kind intention of setting it down just for our practice. Now, if that feels too hard, the mind gets busy. We then discussed later, what if we could bring our attention to that which we are holding, our hands that hold these things, or our hearts that hold these things, or our minds. And I thought, if I invite you to really consider your hands and where you'd like to place your hands, maybe holding yourself, so we can be curious as to what will work for you in your practice today. Maybe some soothing touch, maybe some really gentle, loving kindness phrases that will hold all the noise in your head gently and lovingly. Does that make sense? So I want to have a little bit more of a container for this wonderful invitation to pop everything down as we practice. Because the mind will think in opposites and give you everything that you're trying to avoid. That classic, don't think of a pink elephant. And there is the pink elephant right there in the room. All right, so that's our loving intention. We can still hold whatever's here, whether it's hope or joy or love or pain or vulnerability. We can still hold it, but paying attention to how we hold. So there's no forcing. If things are too hard to put down, just hold it with loving, kind intention. So I'm going to have a little blended practice with you today, if that works for you. And please feel free just to turn the volume down on my voice. If it doesn't, I will not be offended. All right, my darlings, let's settle in. So as we really allow our bodies to settle, you may like to use the hands that hold your toothbrush or your cup of tea and hold yourself for a moment. Maybe with a gentle welcome around the face, maybe with a gentle, loving hug. Or maybe just simply holding your own hands. And when you feel settled, you can invite the mind to simply observe your breathing. We don't need to hold our breaths, as I often find myself doing. Simply draw a loving gaze to the breath that breathes you. Enjoying a slow, easy out breath. Deepening the inhalation if that feels good. Letting the out breath generate some ease and soothe you. Now the breath knows what to do. It takes care of you when you're asleep. So you can gently put down the need to control, if that is a driver for you. And if you notice you are holding tension, as I often do when I'm really trying hard to write something eloquently or speak clearly, once again trusting the body. The body will hold you. The mind can rest as best as the mind can, knowing all parts are already held. Being curious and wondering, what if there was nothing for me to do right now? Nothing to get right, nothing to fix or change or even hold. What if we could rest in the embrace of our compassionate intention? And if some loving, kind words arise in your awareness, let them hold you. May I be peaceful. May I relax and let go. May I trust I am held, lovingly held. May I rest in the expansive presence of love, kindness, and compassion. And if you notice at any time that your mind wishes to pick something up, bless your curious mind. Thank your interested mind. And reassure the mind that even it can relax and rest just for a little while. Allowing the present moment to hold us. As we hold our own hands or hold our own hearts and rest. May I be peaceful. May I relax and let go. May I rest in the embrace of kindness and compassion. May I be here now. Resting in this vast, boundless, expansive presence. This loving, connected presence. Simply holding yourself, the tenderness, Holding your own hands, holding your own heart. Nothing more to do. Nothing to prove. Inviting your loving, kind phrases to gently ride in on your breath, if that feels good and comforting and supportive for you. May I be peaceful. May I be joyful. May I be thankful. And feel the gratitude warm my heart and mind. One gentle breath at a time. Returning again and again to your loving, kind intention. Whatever that is. Feeling the warmth of this intention. Let it flood your whole body now. And gently rest in its embrace. Settle in the here and now. Reach down into the center where the world is not spinning and drink this holy peace. Feel relief flood into every cell. Nothing to do. Nothing to be, but what you are already. Nothing to receive, but what flows effortlessly from the mystery into form. Nothing to run from or run toward. Just this breath. Awareness, knowing itself as embodiment. Just this breath. Awareness, waking up to truth. And so, my friends, when you are ready, gently releasing your practice. Maybe as you close your intentional practice for today, you return your hands to your heart or wrap your loving arms around yourself. Knowing that with self-compassion, you have the gift of being able to hold yourself with tenderness, with fierceness, with courage, and with love. And when you're ready, you may like to softly open your eyes